Welcome back to the channel, guys. Today we're gonna be ripping out the old stereo on my Jaguar XJR X308 2002. There's a couple of little jobs I want to do. I can probably knock them both off at the same time. Stereo in this is old. It's already been changed from the original one, so it's not going to be too difficult. But the plan is to put a double DIN Apple CarPlay head unit in, and also change the cup holder, as I have a new one and this one's broke. So I think it's time to rip it apart and yeah, upgrade stereo, fix the pocket at the same time, and then yeah, as you can see how we get on. The stereo's already been changed for a single DIN. I will have to cut this out for a double DIN, which is a shame, but I can't find a double DIN replacement for that anywhere, and I have searched. But yeah, so this is the pocket, standard procedure. It's a little bit wet because I'm just wiping it down with some grubby handprints on it. But yeah, as you can see, that's, well, just look at it. It's pretty shagged, isn't it, in all fairness. Stereo itself is very shagged as well. Like, you'll try and turn it on and then it won't come on, and then you poke around and it will come on and come off, and then that happens. Get out of here, not needed. Yeah, so get this ripped out. I'm pretty sure I've done a video before of changing all of these inserts on my last XJR. It's on the channel if you want to see how to do it. Change all the airbags, all of the ski slope, the doors. It didn't actually take that long, to be fair, but getting all of this out is quite simple. You've got to pop this off, and there's a couple of screws under there. You take this off and then the other bezel, and then you're going to have to, the battery's disconnected on this at the moment because I'm doing an alternator change, so I'll have to use the little pin there just to slide it out of gear and stuff. But it's quite straightforward to get this off. Yeah, like I said, it's that off, cut the screws, bezel off, and then you should be able to lift this up and manipulate it out. And obviously you still have to go into drive, neutral, whatever position it needs to be in to get it out of the way. So this is where we're at. Like I said, you get these screws off for this bezel, undo the clips. You can't mess the clips up, they only go one way. And like I said, my car has got the battery disconnected because I've just got a new alternator for it. So what you've got to do is you've got to undo this T40. Take that little screw out, get yourself a little thin screwdriver, put it down there. There's a little, you can feel it, it's engaged in a little switch, and then once that switch is engaged, it's kind of tricky one-handed. Oh yeah, I can do it. So once the switch is engaged, you can just take it out of whatever gear you want. To get this bezel out, just pops up, slides up. I can't remember what this is called, it's got a particular name. Oh, it's called the ski slope, I think. I might be wrong. If I got it wrong, hit me up in the comments, let me know, fill me in. But yeah, that's how she comes out. And if you're a bit like me, you're a bit anal, put down a dust sheet to cover your seats, because all of these bits coming out are going to be covered in all sorts of muck that need cleaning, and you don't want to mar up your beautiful seats. And mine have recently been recolonised, so totally don't want to mess them up with tools and dirty stuff. But as it's all out, it's a good time to give them a good clean. I find that these builders wipes you can pick up from like Toolstation or pretty much anywhere. These are awesome. These are really good. Getting grease off underneath or off your hands. They've got two sides. One side's really rough for like getting like heavily soiled stuff off of surfaces, and the other side's smooth for getting stuff off your hands. But like I said, all of this is going to be getting cleaned up, so if you don't want to ruin your interior, make sure you put a dust sheet down. So what we've got to do next is, I think, I can't really see, but there's a little screw there, one up there. This bezel comes off. Might get away with just taking the bottom one off, I'm not sure. I might have to take them all off with the climate control as well, but it's only a few screws. And then we should be able to get this out, and then that should give me access to the screws that are holding this centre console in, because I do believe I may have to take the whole console out in order to change this pocket. Might be wrong, but the way it's, I may end up maybe just taking this out, I don't know. I'll get into that in a bit though, but for now let's just concentrate on getting this terrible old hitch out. As this is pretty obvious, someone has been in here before. That's broken. That one was broken. Missing a screw up there. The other two screws didn't match. And there's a whole bunch of cobbled together wiring with, well, you know, would you have that in your car? Would you do that? Would you put that in? Walk away thinking, yeah, that's a good job, that, done well there. No. This is a whole bunch of mess. So this is definitely going to get cleaned up, tidied up, and generally sorted out, because covers hanging off of this. I haven't touched any of it, I've literally just pulled it out. I've got bare cables showing, crimps, ugly crimps. You've got multiple bits of tape and exposed. Look at that. Look. Really? Really? I don't think I've seen a more cobbled together bunch of wiring in my entire, look at that, look. All sorts of stuff just chopped off. Not even made safe with like, even like some Wagos. I know they're probably speaker cable because it's running amps and that, but you know, not even a bit of tape or something. You know, I'm no saint. I've done some stuff in the past when it comes to stereos. This looks like I wired this in when I was like 17 with my big subwoofers and 6x9s and wiring stuff up, blowing fuses, and yeah, this definitely doesn't look like a professional job by any stretch of the imagination. So yeah, like I said, all of this is going to be getting cleaned up. That steering wheel control interface, which, well, I don't know what that's interfacing anymore apart from resistive joints. That certainly won't be going back in. Never used them, didn't even know they worked. Well, they don't work, so they won't be going back in. Stereo I've got voice activated anyway, so bring this old girl into the 21st century a bit and clean up a lot of this old crap. Bloody good job I have got the battery disconnected, because I'm pretty sure they'll be sparking and blowing and all sorts of stuff going on right now.